Hi guys, welcome to a new video. So this is what I eat in a week video. So I'm going to be showing you how I am eating in the week, following my low buy challenge, where I am using up all the foods that I have already in the house and being really minimal about my spending and using up everything that I already have. So for those of you that are new to the channel or that are new to this series, I do a lot of bulk cooking. So I do have freezers full of food. So the whole challenge this year is for me to just go through my inventory of all the foods that I do have, and that's including all my dry foods as well, before I start spending and buying more stuff, just so I can be efficient and save money. So today I'm going to show you where I'm starting off with, and then we'll see what lunch today is going to be like, and then that's going to be the theme for the rest of the week. So let's take a look. So starting off in the fridge, this is what I have. So I've already taken out some mince, so I might as well take it out because we're going to be warming that up. And I took out some samp already, so that's nice and defrosted. And in addition, I have some Greek yogurt ready to incorporate in my meals for this week. The canned drinks are really just to decorate my fridge, just so it's not empty, if I'm being honest, pretty much. And then I have that much milk left to use up in the week as well. And then for my fresh produce, this is pretty much all I get in the week, because obviously I can't freeze this. So I have 2 punnets of grapes, I have a whole cucumber, and then in here plenty of fruit and veggies. So I do have 2 large avocados, I have some mango there, I have some kiwi, some more mango. This one is carried over from last week. This is nice and ripe now, so actually I could have that tomorrow. And then some easy peelers there. So that's the food stuffs that I am gonna try and go through in the week. All right, so today's lunch is super easy, you guys. All I'm doing is just warming it up. So here is some samp, which is manuchu in peanut butter. I haven't had this in a while. I've actually been craving it. This is a good way of using up my peanut butter as well, because that's another thing on my list of things to use up, because I've just been stocking up on it but not actually using it up. But I mean, to be fair, I think it's only because I actually tend to then have so much food, so I can't get through everything. I think that will do. And then for protein, I have some mince, let's have some of that in here. You guys, I know I keep banging on about this, but like, if you're like me and you don't like spending time in the kitchen, this is a no-brainer, honestly. I think that will do me fine. And then I'm just gonna heat that up. So here we go, guys. That looks delicious. I can't wait to dig in. So there is my carbs, my protein, and a little bit of veggies. And I like to go in with some sweet chili sauce, just a little bit. And this is it, you guys. So for later on, I am gonna have some Greek yogurt. So this is half a tub, give or take. And for the protein and nutritional content in this one is 3 grams of sugar, 10.3 grams of protein, which is great, for 54 calories. Not complaining at all. Yeah, so this is pretty much, excuse me, I'd say about 200 grams or 250, 225 actually, because it's half a tub of that. So not many calories at all, but great for protein. And I'll just add a dollop of honey into that. So that's it, you guys. This is day 1. Very easy, very simple, very nutritious. Hi guys, welcome to day 2. I don't know what happened to the time today, but it's about 1:45 and I still haven't eaten. I've done a gym session this morning and I've only had a protein shake thus far, but I'm just going to do a repeat of what I had yesterday. You guys, this is exactly why I bang on about prepping your meals ahead of time, but also I know what I'm like. I portion my foods for at least 2 or 3 portions because I know I'm going to enjoy the food and I'm going to want the same thing the next day. So this makes it easy, especially for days like this where I just need things to take me 5 minutes. So I am just having the rest of what I left over yesterday. All I just need to do is just warm it up. So this is what I am having. And then while that is warming up, I am going to prep my fruits for later. Obviously, I'm going to have a little bit, half the avocado now. And then the rest of the fruit I'm going to prep for later on today. I might actually have half the mango. I am fancying something sweet. So I might have half the mango now for lunch actually. So let's warm that up. So here we have it, guys. Samp, beef mince, half an avocado, and for a little bit of sweetness, I'm gonna have the sweet chili sauce on my mince again. And then here is my fruit bowl. So I have mango, kiwi, easy peelers, and some grapes. I'm not gonna have, I would have wanted to have a Greek yogurt for my snack for later, but this is quite a lot of fruit. I'm not gonna have enough room. I know some people have Greek yogurt and fruit. I can't, it's just a texture thing for me. I can't mix the two. I enjoy them separately, so that's what I'm gonna do. But that's it, you guys. Day 2 in the bag. Hi guys, welcome to day 3. I have just finished my 15k walk. You guys, I have really been struggling with this high protein diet. It's so hard. It's hard. It's easy to cheat with like supplements, like with my protein shake and stuff. But like to actually get the real food in, I'm finding it really tricky. But also in trying to keep in with my low bite challenge in terms of using up what I already have in the house, I'm finding it a little tricky without having to buy extra proteiny stuff that I can make easier meals with, like omelets and stuff. But anyway, let's see what I have today. I do fancy some cucumber. I'm really craving some cucumber. So let's make something with plenty of cucumber on the side. So here you have it, guys. My food is all ready. So I have creamy beef, mushroom pasta here with half an avocado and some cucumber. Easy breezy cover girl. Who remembers that advert, you guys? Yeah, so this is pretty much what I'm having. I don't really have to, I mean, it's zero prep time. All I just needed to do was warm it up and I am done. So this is my meal for today, and later on I'm just gonna snack on the same fruit concoction that I did yesterday, and I will see you in tomorrow's video, guys. Bye. Welcome to a new day, guys. So for lunch today, I miss these. I haven't had pork pie in a while, so we're gonna have this. And I also fancy some Cerevita, so I'm gonna grab some milk. Pour that in there to warm it up. That will do fine. And then I'll just add some Cerevita once it's warmed up. Oh no, you guys, that milk has gone bad. I kept it for way too long. So there goes my Cerevita lunch out the window. Right, let's see what else I can have. I think I'm gonna have the rest of the Sam with peanut butter. Warm that up and eat it before it actually goes bad as well. That would be so sad. There we have it, guys. So I've warmed up my Sam with peanut butter. I have defrosted my pork pie, which I've been craving, and then I'm gonna have that with my protein shake. So I have been doing really well not having sugar in my diet, so I haven't had tea since I last started this, but this will be the first time for me to have my pork pie without a hot drink. So that's going to be interesting to see if I like it all the same. If I do, it's a winner against this war against sugar. But that's it, you guys. This is what my lunch slash dinner is looking like, and I'm just going to show you my snacks for later on. So for my snack, I have diluted squash, and then I have these easy peelers and some grapes. It's about that much. So that's it, you guys. I will see you into tomorrow's lunch. Hi guys, so welcome to a new day. So let's make some lunch. So today I fancied having a salad. So I am going to be having Russian sausages, the last bit of the cucumber that's left, and an avocado. And the usual, I have my raisins to sweeten things up, and my favorite mayonnaise. So I was just thinking, you know what happened yesterday with yesterday's lunch? The milk going off. I think that's one of the things that I struggle with when it comes to like my fresh produce. I think I tend to have so many ideas of what I want to eat, and then it ends up being like too much. I mean, there's only 7 days in the week and one of me, so you know, I have to be mindful and careful about planning my meals in advance now, I think, just to avoid things going off on me while I decide or change my mind and eat something else, and maybe just stick to the menu that I create for the week. I know it's not much, you know, it's not such a big deal for, you know, that little bit of milk, but I also had like my baobab yogurt that I wanted to have today, but obviously because that milk was bad, it tasted a little bit funny, so I wasn't going to risk it. I don't want to get a sore tummy because of it. So I think that's my takeaway coming into next week's prep, so I can be a little bit more strategic. I can also tell this cucumber was starting to get a little bit soggy because it's been there for a while. And again, because I end up changing my mind about what I want to eat, so I am using it up today and then being done with it. So I'm just gonna add the cucumber there, add my sausage. That is more than I normally have actually. And this this avocado is going a little bit soft as well. All right, so add that into the mix. I'm going to add a tiny bit of salt. All right, let's see. I actually miss my wraps. That would have been really nice with the wraps, but that would have been too much. That would have been too filling. So this is quite nice and refreshing. All right, let's give it a taste. I have a little bit of everything. So there we have it, guys. Nice, healthy, fresh salad. So I've Russian sausages, cucumber, avocado, and some raisins, and mayonnaise. Pretty clean, pretty simple, few ingredients, just how I like it. Easy to prep. And this, when you're in a hurry, I mean, it doesn't even take you 5 minutes to get together. I've ended up adding the other half of the avocado because it is quite soft, and I think if I left it, I know I'm not going to have it tomorrow. So if I left it any later, that was just going to go bad. I was actually going to have some maputi for carbs, which is these ones here. But because I've added that extra half an avocado, I think I'm going to skip this because that is quite filling in itself. I might actually keep the maputi for snacking later on. But for now, this is what we have. All right, you guys. See you tomorrow. Welcome to a new day, guys. This is what I fancy right now. Pretty simple. I popped it in there for 3 minutes 45. I found that to be the perfect time for me. So while that is defrosting, I am gonna have some utakura. So I'm just gonna swap over. The pork pie is done, and then I'm gonna warm that up. Let's do 3.5 minutes. So this is a really late lunch, you guys. This is about 4 o'clock, but I've just been running errands most of the day. But anyway, here we are. So I've got my pork pie, mutakura, which is a mix of maize here. Some people call it corn. I have groundnuts as well, peanuts, and where's the third ingredient, and some round nuts there. Really nice, really healthy, very, very filling. A little bit high in calories though, I've got to say. Carb heavy as well. Quite a lot of nuts. I love mine with a lot of nuts, but every now and again, you know, it doesn't hurt. And I have some orange squash there. This is it, you guys. Later on, I think if I do feel a little bit peckish, I think I might have the leftover for this and just be done with it. In my defense, I keep telling myself I've done my 15k walk this morning, so I need the fuel, even though that is post the workout. But this is it, you guys. It's really yummy. You should try it. I don't know what to tell you guys, but I am in the mood to have the same thing. So I'm gonna have my pork pie again. And the rest of the same. There you go, guys. So pretty much a repeat of yesterday. That's just what I fancy. But I am trying to work on my water, so I'm gonna have water with that instead. And this is it, guys.